So for our next question, I'm going to pop this up. Oops, large format. Oh, wait a minute. I messed it up. See, this is what happens when you're trying to be cool. If you click on that enlarge before you do the full screen, there we go. That looks beautiful. So this is a very good question.
Hmm.
Can you speak to the challenges experienced while singing with in-ear monitors? In the context of what you spoke about yesterday with feeling vibrations in our how we're specialized to feel that. Um, what can you say to help singers out with what they're experiencing with in-ear monitors?
Sure. So in my performing, I haven't performed with in-ear monitors myself. I've worked with singers who do to help them on their rock technique. Um, but where my experience with this would be a little bit different than an in-ear monitor is working a lot this last year with low latency music and the team of people I've been working with, Ian Howell, Joshua Glasner, Nick Perna, and Kayla Godero. We've all been kind of working together on this project and trying to implement it in our teaching and our performing is just how different it is to experience the sound just in the ears instead of in the whole body. And I think about this for my students and the difference I feel from like listening to a singer or making music over sound jack with a pianist where whether I just have like an earbud or open backed headphones compared to what it's like to be immersed in that sound in an acoustic environment. And I would say one of the things that kind of stands out to me about that is thinking about the experiences I've had, learning experiences, being on stage next to someone who, like the ones that really stood out to me were the examples of tenors that could really go into their upper register and just make this glorious second resonance strategy sound. And being next to them and not only hearing it, but experiencing it throughout my whole body and how different that was from just listening to a recording in my earbuds of a great singer and how much more information I was aware of in my own body experiencing that sound up close. So I would say, as far as the in-ear monitor, one thing to kind of keep in mind is just kind of notice like the lower frequencies are the ones that are going to be like missing more if we like play this out because those are the ones we experience throughout our body. Whereas the higher frequencies, we tend to experience them as auditory input, auditory stimuli anyway, and those might be a little bit more true to our experience. So just kind of noticing the difference, I would say to experiment with like noticing how the low frequency tones around you feel compared to when they're just in the monitor.
Yeah, that's super interesting, and I totally agree. You can feel, we all feel the sound, and I've sung with in-ear monitors before. It takes some practice. If you haven't done it before, I've had gigs where they insisted we wear them, and that requires, if you want to be successful at it, you really need to have a very good sound check, and you need to have actually more time on the sound check with your crew, your band, your sound technician, because if you're not getting what you need, and they can give you as much as you need, but if you're not getting what you need to kind of recreate that physical sensation where your mind goes, oh, I sound good, and then you start singing better. It's a weird thing, but it's true. If you hear the right frequencies in your voice, your body relaxes and you actually sing better. But if so, spend some time with your sound technician, get what you need. If you don't, I've had one go off and the other one starts squeaking. It just can be a nightmare. But there are very good quality in-ear monitoring, and you just really, buy your sound technician dinner and take good care of him or her, and you'll be much happier. That's my recommendation based on my experience. But yes, I hope that's helpful to our listener there.